Once again, a very good afternoon to everyone. I repeat some important instructions for the student. Everybody should keep the camera off and should not unmute. Also, the attendance link of the session will be sent by the end of the lecture, so don't leave in between. Okay, we are going to start the session. I request Sakshi to please give the introduction of the guest.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our today's guest is Rajni Manajoshi, retired bank chief manager. She was heading the marketing department. She has wide experience in marketing and people skills. She has won many prizes in her profession and also in acting and the Marathi stage. Her other interests include writing, spiritual pursuits, and stress management. Thank you.
Yes, over to you, ma'am. Once again, welcome on behalf of Garware College of Commerce. I request you to please start the session. Thank you.
Okay. Hari Om to everyone. Good afternoon. I'm really feeling very happy to be with you. You are all young people, and I feel very fresh, and young while talking to you. Now we are just entering in 2022. So I wish you very happy new year. Hope this year will bring us a lot of wealth, lot of health, and lot of happiness and lot of prosperity, and we all be very happy in this year. Okay. Now, in fact, let me express this online talking to you doesn't give the satisfaction of meeting you. I don't know why, but when you talk in the class, you get the responses. You can have eye into eye to the person, and then it's wonderful to be with you. But still, this Corona is on, and we are here. So let's see how it moves. Now, today's subject is stress management. Okay. Now, this is the requirement of each and every person, I feel now. Now, why this subject has come? Sometimes I wonder, before some years, there was no stress or what? In our days, there was no, in the past, there was no stress or what? This subject was never talked of. But nowadays, it is talk of the town. Everybody talks about it. So why this stress management? Why this subject has come? When we just think about it, I feel this subject has come because everybody is under stress now. Everybody. You think of a small kid also, and school going boy also. You think of any employee also. You think of any person of any age. They are under stress. They talk about the stress. Secondly, why this subject? So you see in the market, there are number of psychiatrists have increased. Number of patients with them are increased. This is second indicator. Third is number of divorces, if you see, has increased to a large extent. That this is the repercussion of all stress. Number of suicides have increased. Reason may be anything. It may be student suicide, or it may be farmer suicide. But there is stress, and it results into that. This Corona situation has brought another stress. So we all are under stress. And it is necessary to manage it. If it is not managed well, if we don't speak about it, if we don't discuss, if we don't learn how to overcome it, if we don't learn how to manage it, the results are devastating. So it is necessary to look into it, to think about it, to ponder about it. Okay. Now, when we call it is stress management, let us first understand what stress. I will like if you contribute. According to you, what is stress? Anybody? Hello? Am I audible to you? Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Ha.
Students can unmute and give the answer, so it will be more interactive
Yeah.
session.
Yeah. So what you feel? What is stress? Do you feel that you are under stress sometime? कभी देखा है कि you are under stress?
Students can unmute and give the answer.
Yeah.
Ma'am, some students are sending in the chat
अच्छा.
because some of them, they may not have the
Okay.
camera or maybe
Okay.
mic, so they'll keep
Yeah,
sending in the chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anxiety, depression, right? Workload. I read it. Yes. So, anything more? Yeah. Undesirable situation. Correct. Depression. Right. Anything that we feel is not good. Correct. Absolutely. So, in short, if we think, stress is nothing but fear. Okay, it is a fear, the condition where people feel a lot of pressure. Correct, right? Okay, it's the tension. Okay, it's the worry, right? It's too much of work. Correct, it's the challenge. Correct, it's the harm to your false self, that is ego, fear. Correct. Now, false self, what is false self? Whatever is your true self, that is you as a origin, you as a without any cover, as a person. And false self is your image in your mind, which is created by other people or which is created by you yourself. Stress is about overthinking. Correct, right? You are absolutely right. I'm really thankful you are on right track and you are responding so nice. Something which you don't want to happen may happen. So this is the fear. And when it increases, you tend to ponder upon it. You think too much about it. Okay. Now, third thing, it's coming in my mind. Who faces the stress? The answer is anybody and everybody. Small kid, any age person, any profession person, any student, any employee, any boss, any retired person, or any housewife also. We feel housewife में क्या stress, but there is a stress, and the person who is facing knows what is the stress. Now, fourth thing about it, I think something is not happening according to your thinking. Correct, right? Exactly. Okay. So, simple thing for one person may be stressful thing for another person. For example, see, the housewife is there in the house, and husband tells her while going that while coming back, I am bringing 4 of my friends along with me. Now, in Corona situation, this may not happen, but after Corona or before Corona used to happen. And he goes away. On that particular day only, she might have decided something like parlor or going to somebody or some other program. And now this invitation is coming. These 4 people are coming. Now, who are they? What age are they? What will they like to eat? What quantity they prefer to eat? What type of food they prefer to eat? All these questions are unanswered, and the husband goes away. And here she is stressful. How to manage 2 things? So that may it may be a simple thing for a husband. बोल दिया ना आपको बनाओ ना दिन भर है. But it is a stressful event for the lady. So wheresoever something which is not expected and where we are stable, right. So when you leave that coziness, that comfort zone, that creates the stress, right. I'm reading in between the charts which are coming. Okay. So the any school boy, the boy going to school, we feel what is there? It's so simple, do it, study it. But for that boy, it is stressful because he wants to do something else. If he doesn't do this, it will create a stress. So for one person, it is not at all a stressful situation. For him, it is not, it is a simple thing. But for the person who is facing the stress, it is a stressful. How say in Marathi we say ना परदुःख शीतल. So दूसरे पे क्या बीतती है आपको क्या खबर. So the person who is facing the stress knows how stressful is this. The person who is on the corner of it, किनारे पे जो है, उसको मालूम नहीं है कि what is the stress. So in short, the stress is something I fear, which I don't want to happen. My comfort zone is lost. That is tension. Okay. And I think and think and think about it. I think, I ponder upon it, and I tend to think negatively. When it becomes stress, it is always negation. You think and you feel happy, you are enjoying the memories, that is not stress. But you think about it and you tend to think slowly negative, that is a stress, which creates the tension. And if it is not handled rightly, yes, right, good, your responses are nice. Huh? So when you start thinking negatively, it creates this tension, and then that tension takes charge of you and it becomes the stress. If it is not managed well, the results are devastating. The results are devastating. How? It results on your body, it results on your mind, it results on your life, it results on your day-to-day routine, it results everywhere, it reflects everywhere, it has repercussions on everything. And if it is not managed well in time, that stress takes charge of you. Slowly you become the different person who is not efficient, different person who is always serious. You lose the charm of your life, and slowly it creates the illness also. So it is very, very necessary to manage it well in time. Now, when we say manage in time, what is management? What is stress management? Stress management is deleting wrong thoughts and imbibing the right thoughts. Because everything is creation in your mind. See, everything is regarding your thoughts. You think in some direction, that is why it is stress. If you think in other direction, it will not be a stress. So in simple words, removing the wrong thoughts from your mind and inculcating right thoughts in your mind. Now, it appears to be very simple, but how to deal with it, that when we will see in detail, it is not that simple. It needs some sort of training, thinking, habitually. Yes, yeah, we will come to that. Okay. She said positivity, etc., etc. So I said, yes, we are coming to that. Okay. So this is the stress management. And when it is everything about the thinking, do you remember that anybody tells you how to think? Controlling a person's life. Okay, okay. Okay, it's okay. Your responses are fine. Now we'll go ahead. Okay. Anybody in the school, anybody in the house, in any standard, in any college, they teach you all the subjects. They teach you everything. So arts, this and that, but nobody teaches you how to think. Okay, how to think, what to think, how to handle your life, how to stand in rejection, that nobody tells you. That we have to learn ourselves. So that is what we are going to look into now. Now thinking is whose job? Thinking is a job of mind. Okay, thinking is a job of mind. So for everything, you require mindset. For everything, you require mindset. Mindset is required for doing anything in life, smallest thing to biggest thing. If you are thirsty, you want to drink the water. For that also, you require the mindset. You should feel that your thirst is there, feeling should be there, and then you should order, you should go to the glass, you should go to the water, you fill up the glass, drink the water. Like for the smallest thing, that mindset is required to the big things. What are big things you want to do, that also requires the proper mindset. Now this mind has an enormous strength. Okay, this mind will make you very successful person, or it may kill you. This mind has such a strength that to any extent it can draw you, your own mind. Okay, now I remember here words of my guru. He used to say that 1 crore person in the world who are against you may harm you less than what your mind can harm you. 1 crore people, 1 crore people, if they are working against you, they can also harm you less than what your mind can harm you. Your mind is very powerful. So it has to be in a proper shape. It has to be in a proper channel. Because how your mind can harm you? By doing the wrong things, by doing the wrong thoughts. And if any person, any friend, you're kidding you, or he is making you annoyed, he is laughing at you, he is insulting you, you get flared up immediately. Okay, and you feel I should fire him, or I should ask him to get out from here. This is your reaction. Okay, this is your reaction. But this is what happened here. वो आपको चिढ़ा रहे, आप चिढ़ रहे. Okay, he is insulting you and you are getting flared up, you are getting annoyed, you are getting angry. So how you will be, the control is in his hand. He's pressing the button and making you dance in anger. Okay, where is the control? Whatever happens in front of you, how to react to this is very much in your choice. Remember, the person abused you, fine, okay, now you got flared up naturally as a reaction, action reaction, so you got flared up. But for his words, how to respond is your own choice. You are exercising that choice and getting flared up. Okay, you understand the difference. He is not making you to dance. You, by your own choice, you are dancing in anger. Okay, so here you are exercising your choice, and by choice you are getting annoyed. What are the repercussions? Your BP will go up, then you start facing a lot of things. Who has asked you this? No, we can handle it in a different manner. See, here I always say, there is a pain in my hand. I am offering to you, take it, right? But unless and until you take it, it remains in my hand. So he has given you some words, but whether to take it or not is my own choice. That we have to remember. See, nobody is giving any happiness or any anger or any grief or any unhappiness to anybody. It is by choice we are taking. If we remove that person out of your emotions, the things are different. So there are some ways to handle it. Now, how important is this mind? Mind is so important that everything, means wars are waged in the mind first, and then they are waged on the battlefield. Everything is originating from your mind. So it is important to control, to shape, to channelize, and to learn these practices in your mind. There was a research for this mindset. There was a research in Spain, where in a basketball team, they prepared 2 teams. One team they asked to play on the ground continuously for 3 months, continuously from full day, from morning till evening. They were playing on the ground. Okay. And the other team, half day they played on the ground and half day they were sitting in a room with the music, lights, screen, and they used to play with mind with the help of this. Now, these two teams were practicing in a different fashion. One team was using their mind in the process, and the other team was playing just on the ground. Okay. After 3 months, both the teams were brought together and there was a competition. Now, you know, there was a uh, two teams competition. So, who won that competition? Who won that match? The team who worked with the mind also, that team could win over the other team. The importance of mind was judged through this experience. You can make the wonders with these minds. You can be very successful in this mind. Literally, the things which are appearing to be impossible, you can create the possibility through your mindset, proper mindset in your life. Now, here I remember one sentence of Paul Z. Meyer. What he said? He said, whatever you vividly imagine, listen, whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon, must inevitably come to a pass. He said, whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and and enthusiastically act upon, must inevitably come to a pass. Now, here, each word of him can call for a lecture for 1 hour. That is not the purpose today. But see, whatever he says, whatever you vividly imagine. What is he vividly imagine? Vividly imagination is crystal clear dreaming. You must dream your life. Yeah, sapne to hone hi chahiye. So you must dream your life. But the crystal clear dreams have to be there. Like Thomas Alva Edison dreamed that with button on there is a light on. He dreamed it crystal clear. This is going to happen. He worked on it. Nothing, he was not getting any success. But he dreamed. It was a crystal clear idea in his mind. He vividly imagined. Likewise, we can vividly imagine our life. I will be this in my life. I want to crown my life. Okay. I want to be like this, or I want to achieve this success in my life. I want to achieve these marks in my examination. Okay, this is your dream and you must pursue that dream. Ardently desire. Ardently, there is a difference in desire and ardent desire. Desire, yes, I will study and I will get good marks. That is desire. Ardently desire, no, I have to get 90% and above. Whatever you desire for yourself, whatever you desire for your exam, whatever you desire for your parents, whatever you should desire for your nation, that is ardent desire from inside, from the bottom of your heart. That is ardently desire. Okay. Sincerely believe. You must sincerely believe that this will happen. It's not only, yes, I will be prime minister and forget about it. No, you must sincerely believe, yes, I'm going to be a prime minister. It is not impossible. You should feel it. Yes, it is possible. It is happening. And I sincerely believe it to happen. Now, there was in one class, the sir was teaching like this. And one boy stood up. He was a type of bit rebellion boy. And he said, sir, whatever I sincerely believe will happen. Sir said, yes, it will happen if you sincerely believe it to happen. He did not understand the fall, whatever sir said. He said, there is a small hill in front of my house and I see it daily. I see it daily. I see it daily from my window and I wish that there will not be this hill in front of my window. So will it happen if I sincerely believe? Sir said, if you sincerely believe and order to that hill, it will happen. He said, okay, I will try. So for what he used to go to that window at the night and say, this hill, you will not be there after 3 months. I'm experimenting this for 3 months, and you will melt away or you will disappear. And I sincerely believe it. And then he used to go for the sleep. This happened, this he used to do it first month, second month, third month, and the last day came, last night came, when he stood to that window and said, hill, tomorrow you are not there. And I sincerely believe you disappear, you melt away, whatever you want to do, you do, but you disappear from here and you are not there. And I'm experimenting this for 3 months. So today is the last night, tomorrow you won't be there. And he went to sleep, shut the door, and he went to sleep. Next day morning, he got up. The first thought came today that hill is not there. He opened the window and he saw that hill was very much there. He clapped and he said, yes, I was knowing you will not move. Now, is it a sincere belief? On the contrary, he sincerely believed that hill will not move. And then kept on saying that I do believe that you will move. This is not. Sincerely believe, you must believe regarding that dream. Like Thomas Alva Edison believed that there are lights. When button is on, there is a light. So you must believe your dream happens to be coming to the truth, happening it, coming to exist, and you must believe and believe it to the sincerity. Believe it sincerely. Then if you believe, if you dream, will it happen automatically? No. Enthusiastically act upon. Again and again, you must try sincerely for it. Okay, this exam, I fail, or this, I could not get this mark. Next exam or next time or next paper, something, you must be doing it. Now, how this Thomas Alva Edison, I said he failed many times, thousand times he failed. People used to say, you are wasting your whole life and nothing is happening. Why are you doing so? He said, I am not wasting, I am investing my time. So that much nigraha, that much nirdhar, that much determination was very much there in his mind. And he crystal clear, he sincerely believed, and crystal clear imagination was there. Yes, this is going to happen. That way it should be there. Now see, there is a like this mountain, okay? And if small mountain, we will take it for example, and if you are told that only not with any weapon, you have to make the hole from the top of that to the bottom, that is to the floor, only with the help of drop of water, no weapon, no another weapon. Will it happen? You will say, no, it is with the drop of water. How it is possible to pierce it in the mountain and reach to the ground? It is not possible. It is possible for years together. If that drop kept on falling there, it will happen. How this waterfall is coming out? It comes out like that, but it requires again and again, that is years together efforts. So this also happens with the again and again, if you keep on doing the positive efforts, it happens. So like that, enthusiastically act upon. While doing, observing all these things, you can create the total possibility in the total area of impossibility. We are going to learn the methods. How are we successful in creating the possibility in the total area of impossibility? Now, the word impossible, you must be knowing this. It says that I am possible. Impossible, I am. So I am possible. It is always possible. Then why it appears to be impossible? See, our mind is like a round. Okay. Now, out of this whole round, say 20% part is such where I know that I know. Now, there are many things which I know. I know my name, I know my study, I know my college, I know my people, I know my relations, I know my this, I know my that. So this is the area of 20%, which is I know that I know. Another 20% area of my mind may be I know that I don't know. Oh, if you ask me something regarding space, I will say, I don't know, Baba, this. Okay, this is not my area. Some men may say, if you ask something from kitchen, I don't know that area. Okay, so this area is, I definitely know that I don't know. Most of the things, mostly in life, whatever situations are coming, whatever problems are coming, whatever issues are coming, we try to handle from these two areas. Okay, I know what I know. So whether the answer is there, I know, I know, I know, I know. No, there is no answer, right? Then there is another area. I know that I don't know. So I see from there, oh, there is no this area also. And then you get stuck. Then you start working on it, thinking about it, pondering about it. Why this the two in the both areas there is nothing? So मैं तो कुछ नहीं कर सकता. If anybody in my place wouldn't have done anything, we start saying like that. Anybody in माझ्या जागी कोणी असतं तरी काही करता आलं नसतं, काय करणार होतो? Like that, like that, like that, like that. This conversation comes up. Why? Because we work from the 20 plus 20, 40% area of your mind. But what about remaining 60% area? What is this area? This area is, I don't know that I don't know. I don't even know that I don't know. Can I work from this area? Why there are people always successful? Why there are people who easily handle the situation? Why there are people who are very much accomplished? Do they handle from this area? If you get stuck up somewhere, don't think this is the end. There is still 60% of your mind area, your brain area, which we are not using. Can I use 1% out of this? Can I go somewhere? Can I take the solutions from outside? Can I go get some guidance from whatever? But remember, there are always 10 door opens, 10 door opened. Okay, if 10 doors are closed, there is 11 door opens. If 11 is closed, 12 is open. So always there are doors open. We have to find out which door is open. So don't get stuck there. There is still such a big area. Now, when we see that we have to create the possibility in the total area of impossibility, there are various ways, various trainings are there. Okay. Now, with the most important and very, I will take it as a number one solution that we will discuss today. And others we will just touch upon. And if time permits, or if I get some other time to talk to you, we can go deeply into that also. Now, the one, which one is very important, and I will always put it on a number one on the list, is thinking positive. Thinking positive is such a weapon where you can create the possibility in the total area of impossibility. How and why and everything we will see about it. Now, I'll tell you the universal truth before we proceed. What is universal truth? Your positive thoughts is only your strength. This is the universal truth. Your positive thoughts is only your strength. This is universal statement, and this is universal truth. Okay. Why am I saying so, or why people are saying so? It's not my creation, it's creation of many people. To understand the strength of positive thoughts, let us understand the strength of negativity also, and the strength of negative thoughts also. Okay. Now, how do we understand that? See, you take a utensil or you take a pot. This pot is like your mind. This pot is like your mind. This pot is half filled, say half filled. Okay. It is filled with your positive thinking, positive thoughts, which is your strength. What is the statement? My positive thoughts is only my strength. Right? Now, this pot is half filled and it is filled with positive thinking, positive thoughts, which is your strength. Now, one thought coming into it, only one thought, only one thought coming into it, which is negative thought. What is the strength of this one thought? It can kill 100 positive thoughts around. It has a strength of killing 100 positive thoughts around. Now, out of your bucket or utensil or pot, whatever you may call, which was half filled, 100 positive thoughts are gone. They're killed by your one negative thought. To that extent, your positivity is gone. To that extent, your strength is gone. You have become weak. Who has weakened you? Only one negative thought. Whose thought was this? My own. So who has killed myself? I have killed myself. That is why Guru says that 1 crore people can harm you less than what your mind can harm you. One negative thought has such a strength to kill 100 thoughts around. And here, do we have only one negative thoughts? Do you have only one negative thoughts? No, 100 of things, 100 of thoughts, 100 of utterance, 100 of words. How do we talk? How do we talk to each other? See, we always talk in 4 languages. We always talk in 4 languages. Which are these languages? One is Vaikhari, another is Madhyama, then Pashyanti, and then Para. What is Vaikhari? Vaikhari is I am talking to you, you are listening. You are talking to me, I am listening. This is Vaikhari, which is openly talked on. Okay. But while I am talking to you, somewhere in your mind, it is going on. Arey, yeah, right. She is talking sense, appear sense. Huh? It's good. Or otherwise, what shit? It's time waste. Whatever. So your mind is grilling something in your mind. Thinking back in your mind. While appearing, it is not appearing, but it is appearing in the mind. हाँ, इसका नाम तो शेट्टी है, साउथ इंडियन, इसका होटल तो होगा ही. Something going on. This is Madhyama. Okay, which doesn't appear, but always keeps on coming small things. While you are doing anything, something is going in your mind. It is never ever quiet. It is very difficult job to be very quiet in your mind or remain thoughtless. It is impossible. It can be achieved only with a lot of efforts. So this is Madhyama. What is Pashyanti? Pashyanti is over the years, your mind keep on telling you, preaching you, don't do this, do this. Sometimes you listen, sometimes you don't listen. Don't tell me. I know. In the spur of that moment, you don't listen to Pashyanti. So that is Pashyanti. And what is Para? Para is a Divya Vani, that is God's Vani, which is attached to your navel. आपण म्हणतो ना मराठीत, बेंबीच्या देठापासून ओरडला, तो बेंबीचा देठ is Para. That is purely you are attached to the God. Everybody is child of God. So that is Paravani. Then how do we talk? If you leave Para and Pashyanti, mostly we talk negatively to everybody. Don't do this, don't do that. With child, how do we speak? Don't sit. Or if anybody comes to you, why don't you sit? So mostly we tend to talk negative, we tend to think negative. So to that extent, my positivity is lost. I'm killing my own positive thoughts and I'm killing myself. It's nobody else, but I'm killing myself. We always talk like this. मेरे बारे में ऐसा ही होता है. I get only this kind of people. माझं नशीबच फुटकंय. I don't know. If I go, this will happen. This is a common in me. मला कुठून एवढं मिळणार? Like that, like that, like that. This inside talking, this madhyama is killing. See, if I come and appreciate you, Are, you are looking very nice and you are very good in your studies also. You will really achieve a lot in your life. You are really very, very lovable. You feel great. Yes, I can make it. She said like this to me. So you feel very nice. You said you have a wow feeling in you. And then you become very enthusiastic. You do many things in that spur of the moment. Okay. But if I tell you reverse, what kind of clothes you're wearing? Who made you this? Huh? You don't know how to work. You don't know how to do it. What kind of person are you? Like that, if I fired you, if the boss fires employee, if this kind of, or in the house if there are conflicts, what you feel very ashamed, you feel very sad, you feel very marooned, then you have a headache, then you will sleep for a full day, then you will not do anything. So it is always negativity is with some sort of sickness. There is no wow feeling, my boss fired me and I feel wow. No, this will never happen. This will never happen because the positivity is only your strength. Negativity is not your strength. And when you are feeling depressed, when you are feeling very sad, you suffer. You suffer a lot. We see when there is a lot of tension, you have heart attack, you have blood pressure, you have skin problems, you have all sorts of diseases in your mind also, in your body also. It reflects everywhere, it reflects in your actions. So everywhere it is like this. So see, I have read in Ayurvedic book, okay, what that book was saying. See, whatever we eat becomes blood, and that blood is provided to all organs in proportionality, right? So say, for example, 20% blood is provided to your brain. Why? To think positively, to ponder the things, to plan the things. Then, yeah, to do the good things. So the brain is given this blood to do all these things. And then 20% to your hands, to your stomach, and to your kidney, and to your skin, and whatever in this fashion. But in what way we spend, our brain is busy always in crying, complaining, thinking negatively, grumbling, and blaming to somebody. So that 20% is lost, 20% is over. Then still your brain doesn't understand that my 20% blood is over, so I should stop thinking like this. It demands more blood. Then from your stomach, some blood is taken out and given to your brain. Why? Because doing this nonsensical things, and you keep on doing those things. Then your stomach starts grumbling, my blood is not sufficient. Then you have problems. Then you face acidity, indigestion. My dear friends, acidity, indigestion is not your stomach, it is in your brain. Like, very bold statement, but I'm making it, and it is with experience. People have said it, that whatever disease is there, the disease is first started in the brain. You accept it. Still your brain is busy in crying and troubling and never being happy and complaining, and he demands more blood. Then your some liver gives some blood. Okay, you have liver problem. Then your skin, that gives blood to brain for doing this all nonsense. Then you have all rashes, you have eczema, you have skin problems. See, when you are under tension, when you are depressed, when you are stressed, you have always problems on the skin. You have rashes, you have eczema, all these problems are always there. So what we have to do, we have to understand this and ask our brain to stop thinking negatively. On the contrary, whatever is there, accept it, and then plan it how to be out of it. Or accepting the situation. We have to accept, okay, this is it. And after making this is it, you plan whatever is to be done. You take somebody's help, whatever, but you stop thinking depressed, nonsense, crying, complaining. That we have to stop. Now, here, I want to give you one example, very good example of what I want to make you aware of one magic candy, okay, which is there in everybody's mind. It is not in the mind, but it is down to your small brain. It is there. Everybody has that magic candy. And if you use that magic candy, there is nothing in the world which is impossible to you. If once you start using that magic candy, there is nothing which you cannot achieve. Then why we are so unhappy? Why everybody is not very happy? Because we are not aware of this magic candy. I want to make you aware of this magic candy, which you will use throughout in your way, which you will use throughout your life. Now, what is this magic candy? The magic candy is, there is a small computer below your small brain here, okay? What that computer does, whatever you say, whatever you express, whatever you want to tell, okay, whatever you say in your mind also, whatever way you express, it takes it, it takes it, it takes it, it takes it, it takes it as an order, okay? Whatever you say, you utter, you express, by whatever language, by physical language, or whatever way you want to, it takes it, it takes it, it takes it, it takes it as an order. This computer doesn't know whether it is a good for you or bad for you. It doesn't know whether you should go for it or you should not go for it. It doesn't know whether it is a true or it is a false. It doesn't know anything about it. But whatever you say, you utter, you express, you show, you indicate in any language, it takes it, it takes it, it takes it as an order and brings the same thing before you. My dear friends, whatever happens to you doesn't happen automatically. It happens because you kept on inviting for the same. In Marathi, we say there is an antarman and there is a bahyaman. Whatever you think for a long time goes straight to your antarman, and your antarman brings the same situation for you which you think for a long, right? So this computer job is this. So whatever you think, whatever you say, it takes it as an order. I want to tell you one story, which is the fact which has happened, and by which we can come to know what are the effects of your expressions. One single thought, how it makes the difference in the world, that I want to show you through this story. See, in one office, there was a boss and there was a secretary. Both of them, the secretary was lady and the boss was gentleman. Both of them were work in such a beautiful coordination that they create the very high efficiency, and their performance was always best, because what he will require, that secretary used to know perfectly and she used to prepare everything for him, and whatever she knows, he used to know perfectly how to demand the things. So they created a kind of efficiency which the entire office, it was a pride for them. Okay, for years together they work like this, and there was a bondage and beautiful work situation and relationship there. Okay, after some years the boss was transferred. Now this lady was not in a situation, was not in the mind to accept his transfer. And then some other person came, was to come there. Her mind was बिल्कुल ही तैयार नहीं थी. She was not at all ready to accept any other person in place of her own boss. The boss was very upset with the transfer because he won't get that type of secretary over there. So he was also upset. After a few days, he had to go because it was a transfer and it was implemented. The new boss came. The lady's mindset started with this background. Oh, this boss is a big pain. I don't think I can get along with this boss. Okay. They started working, but somewhere something went wrong because her mindset was not at all ready to accept him as a different person. She did not gel with him, and she kept on saying, this boss is a big pain in my neck. As we say that he is a headache here. So she used to say, this boss is a big pain in my neck. She started expressing this outwardly after a few months. Once she was expressing this with her friends, her friend was trainer in mindset. And he said, okay, I understand. I understand that your boss is changed, who was very good, very efficient, and you work in very nice situation. Now he's changed and you do not gel with him. Right. I understand this. But you delete this sentence from your mouth that he is a big pain in neck. She said, why? What happened? So he said, no, it will create the spondylosis for you. She whooped at him and she laughed and she said, ऐसे कभी होता है क्या spondylosis किसी को? What if he is a big pain in my neck, I will keep on saying he is a big pain in my neck. She did not listen to him. She kept on saying, this boss is a big pain in my neck. This trainer warned her again and again, if you don't delete these words, one day you will be definitely down with spondylosis. Nothing worked. Okay. She also did not pay any attention. He said 10 times, but she did not pay attention. Kept on saying to everybody and every moment that this boss is a big pain in my neck. Believe me, after 3 to 4 months, she was hospitalized for a heavy attack of spondylosis. This news came to this trainer. He rushed to the hospital. After seeing him, she got up little. She was bedridden. She got up and she said, why this happened? You know, this happened because of him and he's a big pain in my neck. He said, at least now you stop. At least now when you are suffering from spondylosis, it is a heavy attack. Why are you saying these words? Don't say this. She again laughed at it and she said, no, this doesn't happen because of my words. It happened because he is a big pain in my neck and he doesn't understand me and this and this. Like that, in physical terms, in physical languages, she started saying like that karke she started saying. Trainer again advised her whatever you want to do, but then he left. After 6 months, she was hospitalized 6 months, and after 6 months she phones him and says, as you said, you were right, no medicine is working on me, please come and save my life. So he went there and he told her, and then they worked together and etc. etc. The bottom line of this story is, she was all the time giving instructions to herself that day, he's a big pain in my life, he's a big pain in my life, he's a big pain in my life. So there was a big pain in his life, in her life. So it is like this. But if you want to understand this, and change the thought process, understand the repercussions, and change the way of thinking. If we want to, what is your goal? Your goal is this. Your goal is to be nice, to get rid of that person, okay, fine, or to get good marks. Is this thinking is helping me, or is this reactions are helping me? One has, one should never give the reactions. You should give responses. And responses is after thinking what is good, what is bad, what I should do to achieve my goal. If your goal is not achieved by only reactions, what is the use of it? Is it giving you the result which you want? No. If it is not giving you the result, change the plan. If A plan is not working, make the B plan. If B plan is not working, make the C plan. There are 26 alphabets. So there are number of plans. But see whether it is creating the effect which you want, or it is creating the effect which you don't want. By reacting, the effects are such which you don't want. By getting flared, by getting angry, by getting annoyed, effects on yourself, your own BP. The person remains like that only. There is no change in him. It doesn't make any difference to him. If somebody is insulting you, and if you get flared up, and if you get reacted, and if you get angry, annoyed, the effect is on you first rather than him. उसने तो उसका काम किया है, आप उसके झमेले में आ गए. He is making the trap and you are falling in the trap. So whether it is giving the same effect which you want, no, it is increasing your own BP, it is increasing your own heartbeats, it is making all your muscles crumbled. So it is loss to yourself. It is total negativity which you are creating in your mind. And so whether my reaction is giving me something which I want. Instead, if I respond, if I plan how to get rid of this person or how to teach him, then remaining cool, you can handle the situation. And that is what the management is. That is what your stress is a natural thing. It's like the reaction. Something happened which you don't want, to stress comes. But if you know what are the repercussions of stress, it is killing me only again and again. Whether I want this, whether I want this effect. No, I don't want. I want to be nice, but still I want to handle this. Then you handle it, na? You handle it by remaining cool. You handle it by thinking positively. You handle it by creating the acceptance. You accept it. This is it. You accept the situation saying, yes, this is it. And then you think, what is to be done on this? Then you plan number 1, plan number 2, plan number 3. Then you use your creativity. You take the help. You properly go for that. Now, see, this is the one way of creating the possibility in the total area of impossibility, right? There are various ways we have to practice it. Okay. Now, what are the various ways? We'll just touch upon it. There is a way of visualization. What is visualization? Visualization is, oh, I am a very fat woman. I want to be very stream and dream girl like, okay. I will visualize myself like this. How? I may take the photograph of Kareena Kapoor, cut the head of that photograph, take my own photo, cut the head on my photograph, attach both together and keep on looking at that. This is visualization. Okay. I am a very fat person or fat gentleman, fat student, say. I want to be very stream, very energetic, muscle wala, like that. So I take the photograph of Salman Khan, cut the head of that photograph, put my photo's head on that body and keep on looking at it. So you, in your mind, you give your instructions to yourself, I will be like this, and give all your efforts plus faith. do it, it will be like that. This is the visualization. We can go into deep into that, but baad mein kabhi bhi. So this is the kind of visualization which we can practice. Then there are the nameplates. It is a part of, it is like visualization. I want to pass this exam with flying colors. I want to achieve say 90 plus marks. So I decide where I want to go. 92% I want. Okay. So I write on a piece of, I make the plate of it. Okay. I write the label. I write the this flag like that. I have achieved 90%, 92. I will, not I will. I have achieved 92% in this exam. And then affix that plate everywhere, wheresoever I go. I go in a hall, the wall says like I have achieved 92%. Okay. I go to kitchen, I will read, I have achieved 92% in this exam. I go to study table, there is a plate, big flag, I have achieved 92% in this exam. I go to bathroom, there is a flag, I have achieved 92%. Wheresoever I go, I see that nameplate, I see that label, I see that flag. This is nameplate. This is also one way to give yourself instructions and to see the difference in the situation. There is a yoga when the situations are stressful. There is a tension, there is a fear, there is a depression. Okay, you are at the level of student now. There is a fear of getting good marks. There is a fear, there is a tension of getting good job. There is a tension for getting a good spouse, good partner. There is a life banna chahiye. So settling in the life, there is tension. Some people may be facing the tension of parents or some situation in the house, some loan, whatever. Or some people are doing some social work. So there is some strategy, whatever kind of situation is there, whatever kind of depression is there, whatever kind of stress there, we have to handle it. There is a way of yoga. See, when there is a mental tension, you have to handle it out with the physical exercises, right? And vice versa. When there is a physically you are ill, you have to do the mental things. So there is a yoga which is very, very powerful. And what is after a yoga? Yoga is a coordination of mind and body. So for yoga, now every day you see a lot of yoga on TV also. Everywhere there are classes, you can go and learn anywhere. You can speak out for 1 full hour for yoga also. So yoga is a thing which will give you relief from this stress, from this tension, from this management of yoga, management of stress. Will definitely, there is a yoga is a big part which you can do. Meditation is again there for a mind. Manacha santulan, the balance of your mind has to be achieved, and you can easily achieve it with meditation. Now there are meditation classes and number of classes. There are people who are teaching online also. On YouTube also you will see a lot of things. Nowadays the things are available. When I was quite young like you, the things were not available. Now there is an ample abundant availability of all these things. So meditation is another thing. Yoga is a thing. Meditation is another thing. Physical exercises is also thing to make your body, to make your mind. Then there are mudras. On mudras, we can speak about 1 hour. What kind of, see, mudra is, now it is difficult whether I can show you, but like this is Jnana Mudra. There are different types of mudras. That is putting your fingers together and creating, you see, why these mudras are there. There is a Prana Shakti or Ishwar Shakti everywhere. See, there God, we all are sons and daughters of God. You may call it God, you may call it Allah, you may call it Yeshu, you may call it whatever. But one supreme power is there, and that supreme power strength is everywhere in the atmosphere. Or if it is there, then why I'm weak? Then why I feel lost? Why I feel depressed? Why I feel stressed? You feel stressed because your antenna is not up. See, there are TV rays everywhere. Television waves are everywhere. Radio waves are everywhere. You put on your button and receive it and start seeing the television. You put on the radio button on and listen to good music. Likewise, this Prana Shakti, these waves, these currents of Supreme are everywhere. You have to put your antenna up and receive it. How to do that? There are various ways, trainings, and you can do this. You can do this meditation. You can do this with yoga. You can do this with Adhyatma. Now, my last thing is Adhyatma. You can use the Adhyatma in your day-to-day life. Now, you will feel wonder. Using Adhyatma, is the Adhyatma is for using things? Yes, it is for using things. Why? Why it is for using? Because we all are, as I said, we all are children of that Supreme. And He wants us to be very, very happy. He is there to help us out. But here, our antennas are not up. So we don't get His help. If you get His help, He is there to help you out everything. So we have to receive it. And this receiving and using it for making the life successful. He wants, His intention is there. Now, every parent, see, look at me and think in my direction. Every parent, mommy and daddy, want that their child will be happy. Is there any parents pair where they want, no, my child, I don't want to be successful. I don't want him to be unhappy. No. On the contrary, if choice is given to mother or father, he will give ample of things to their own children, because they want their children to be very successful, very happy, supremely powerful in the world. Likewise, our parents are whom? Our God. That supreme power is our parents. They want that supreme power wants us to be very happy. So He is there everywhere to help you out. Only thing, we close our doors. Because we think, usme kya hai? Usme kya hai? Why? Who said? What is the proof? You show me, you prove it. ऐसे करके नहीं होता है. There are few things which you experience, but you cannot prove. Or you prove also once you start in that direction. There are proofs everywhere. You have to receive it. So I say using Adhyatma. Now I am using these words purposely. Why using? Even for crossing the road, you said, what is there? I can be daily in and out, I cross the road. I don't need any God into that. You need your God for the next breath also. For your next breath, you need your God. If He stops your breathing, you're lost. You can cross the road. So don't say that I don't need His help. You always need His help. You always want Him. Only open the door and ask for His help. If He helps you, there is nothing in the world which will be not achieved by you. There will not be any wrong thought in your life. Everything happens by your mind. No, your mind is generator. I said the wars are also waged first in mind and then on the battlefield. So everything is done in your mind. Your mind is mind, and thoughts are so important that He will give the direction for your thoughts. And there will not be no wrong thought in your mind. If there is no wrong thought, there will be no wrong action. If there is no wrong action, there will be only right action, and then the success is yours. So I said using Adhyatma is very, very important. Though it appears funny, He is a great giver. He is there to give. I remember one story. If you like, you see. See, there is Mahabharata, everybody knows. Whatever religion you belong, you know Mahabharata. Okay. After Vastraharan of Draupadi, or during that Vastraharan, Draupadi goes to everybody, Bhishma and everybody, and calls for the help. Nobody helps. Okay. And then she calls Sri Krishna, and Sri Krishna comes and saves her. Okay. And after that incident, she asks Krishna, Krishna, why you did not come in the start only? You came only after everything happened. You came and you saved my life. But then why you did not come at the start and saved me? When they dragged me in that darbar, why you did not come? What answer Krishna gave? Krishna said, yes, I was very much there. I was waiting for your call. You did not call me. I was asked not to enter the room till somebody calls you. So he is always there to respond, but you must call.
लिंक होती कंपल्सरी सगळ्यांनी जॉइन करायची म्हणून जॉइन झाले.
Hello. Hello, somebody's voice is coming.
Yes.
You just mute yourself if you're talking something different. So he is always there to listen your call. He wants to help you out. I am very much there, but you did not call me. This should not happen in our life. We should always call for the smallest thing to the biggest thing. You always say, yes, you come there and finish this job. I am there. I'm putting my efforts. My efforts are there. My faith is there. You please complete this job, and he will definitely give you success. If you in the morning, if you say Gayatri mantra, that sun is not going to tell you, Kiare, you are not Hindu, so I will not help you. No, anybody and everybody. If you say Gayatri mantra, the sun is only to give you blessings and give you good pradnya. So it is not religion oriented. You may be for any religion. You may be Hindu, you may be Muslim, you may be Christian, you may be Parsi, you may be of any religion. You practice your religion. But these things are available. Make use of it. They are waiting for you to come to them. It is our duty to go to the good things, to find out the Shodha is also your duty in your life. So you must find out the good things and reach to them. There are so many mantras, there are so many stotras, which anybody and everybody can practice, and it gives you immense things. It gives you a lot of things. If you do practice Gayatri mantra, if you practice Ramraksha stotra, if you practice small things, it will help you definitely. Forget your whatever religion. I am not saying you this, but these things are possible. See, when this Supreme, now let us take example of Sri Krishna only. He has raised entire Govardhan mountain on his small finger. And he has that capacity. So he can do anything. There is nothing which this avatar or this Supreme cannot do. But if you are a good person, if you are a gop, or if you are in that process, it is your duty to go there and you touch with your sticks to this Govardhan. And you show that, yes, I am on your path. Not only show, but you have to practice. He is capable of doing each and everything. We have to practice this Adhyatma in our day-to-day life to achieve this Manashanti, this Shanti of your mind, this powerful mind, this negativity, to avoid this negativity, to get this perfect positivity. It is better to do in this way. I'm telling all of you because See, in every house, there is this, whether there is this practice is there or no, I don't know. But it may be there in the house or it may not be there in the house. You think about it, you read about it, and you start practicing this. You will see the difference. That day I saw on TV, Ramdev Baba's Yogasana was there. And he was telling that the medicine given to a normal person was giving him a result of 29%. And the medicine, the same medicine and same sufferers doing pranayam were giving effect of 60%. So these things make difference. Your mind and your body in association with each other, in yoga with each other, and God's blessing to that, which will give you immense difference. You can make really the difference in your life. You can create the possibility in the place of no possibility. You can avoid the stress. There will be stress, but you can easily handle it out if you used it adhyatma. So adhyatma bhi aisi cheez hai ki which will require a lot of thinking, and maybe one full hour we can talk about the adhyatma also. In future, if I get opportunity, yes, on each of these we can talk about it. Now, there are always problems in my life. Okay, but if you put the simple paper in sun, what is the effect? There is no effect. Okay, but there is a sun, hard sun, and if you're putting the magnifying glass in between and then putting the paper below that, the rays of sun get concentrated to this extent that that paper gets burned. So if your power is concentrated like this through your various trainings, through your all the methods, to your positivity, if your awareness, through your yoga, meditation, whatever, then wheresoever there is a problem, there is an issue, there is a stress, there is a tension, it will get burnt easily. And the problem doesn't remain problem, it will become only situation which you easily overcome. It will not take charge of you, but you will take full charge of the situation and be always powerful in your life. And you will live the life very fully. Some people live only because they are not dead. And some people live very, very powerful. They live life fully. We want to live. What is happiness? After all, happiness is living life fully with full Josh. Josh kya hai? Kaisa hai? How is the Josh? Josh should be high always. Doing good things with good blessings of God. Ek minute. Now, this all we talked about mind and all these things. There are chemical things. There are medically you can prove what is depression and what is happiness. That is also another part which you have to think in detail. Now, see, I have brought down something because I am not a medical student, so I have written down biological and chemical changes in your brain, and that will give you happiness or depression. So what will give you happiness? Which chemical will come out? Low dopamine level will always give you depression. Okay, there is a happy hormones released by brain. Endorphin is a one chemical which is released by brain, and this chemical is released by exercising, by laughing out. There are always laughing clubs nowadays. So by exercising, physical exercising or laughing, this endorphins is released, which gives you happy hormones, happiness. Serotonin, mood stabilizer, is always there, which comes from the selfless service. Some people want it to do it. So selfless service, Atmik Shanti, meditation gives this dopamine, pleasure, motivational, achievement, purushartha, trupti. So if you do something very, very accomplished things, it gives you this dopamine and you feel very happy. The depression नाम के लिए भी नहीं रहेगा. Oxytocin, bonding, love and trust. Through this, when you are in love, it is difficult that you are depressed. It will not happen that there is a tension, there is stress in love. This will be tension that how to achieve this in full life. So this kind of brain releases is also there, which we need to study. So what I feel, whatever I wanted to tell you in short today, really in short, because this subject is very, very big, very vast. And we can take sessions after sessions also in this, or examples after examples, how to handle this. But anyway, if you are trained like this, if you are take this seriously, if you think whatever you are thinking is right direction or wrong, your negativity, if you remove and think only positive, accept it, that is it, and then plan the solutions. I don't think there will be any stress or tension which is having devastating effect in your life. But there will be only situations which you can easily handle, get good marks, good colleges, good jobs, and good life. And good luck to you. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you want to share something, we can talk. Or this is from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was really a wonderful session. So we are open for a question and answer, like if participant wants to know anything. Like if there's anyone who want to ask any question to ma'am, either you can send a message in the chat or you can unmute and ask the question. Is there anyone who want to ask anything to ma'am?
Or you can think about it and I can share my number and you can speak to me. That also you can do, no issue.
Sounds wonderful, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll come to the end of the session. So on behalf of our Honorable Principal, Dr. Geeta Acharya, ma'am, on behalf of Maharashtra Education Society's Garware College of Commerce, also on behalf of all the teachers and most importantly the student, I extend the thanks to you, ma'am. It was really a wonderful session, and it was really amazing to listen to different aspects of stress management. Thank you once again for sharing your expertise with the students, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for organization, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
It was really a wonderful session, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks,
Gote ma'am is there.
Yeah. Really a good, because it's such a difficult subject, especially to explain online. So
Yeah.
I must really congratulate you. You did it so well. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. We'll end this session here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.